Imagine dropping $20,000 on what looks like the future of motorcycling, only to watch your investment literally go up in flames. Or worse, having your dream bike turn into vaporware that never gets delivered. The electric motorcycle revolution is here, but it's a minefield of broken promises, dangerous designs, and companies that vanish overnight with your money. Right now, there are electric motorcycles on the market that can kill you. Not from speed or power, but from batteries that explode without warning. And on the flip side, there are machines so advanced they get better with age, updating themselves like smartphones on wheels. Today, we're counting down the 4 electric motorcycles you should never buy, and the 5 that will change how you think about riding forever. The 4 worst. Number 4, worst, Vivi e-bikes. Starting our countdown at number 4 is Vivi e-bikes, and here's why this budget brand should terrify you. In July 2025, 24,000 Vivi e-bikes were recalled because their batteries can literally catch fire while you're riding. Vivi positioned itself as the affordable option on Amazon and Walmart, with prices that seemed too good to be true. Turns out they were. The company received 14 reports of batteries overheating, including 3 actual fires. Think about that for a moment. You're cruising down the street, and suddenly your bike becomes a torch between your legs. The recall affects models sold between December 2020 and November 2023, including the C26, MT20, Z3, and dozens of other variants. The core issue is that Vivi cut corners on the battery management system to keep prices low. Without proper thermal protection, these 36-volt lithium-ion batteries can overheat and ignite. What makes this worse is the pattern of cheap e-bike manufacturers flooding the market with uncertified products. Vivi's batteries lack proper UL certification, which is your first line of defense against electrical fires. When you're dealing with the energy density of lithium-ion batteries, corner cutting isn't just irresponsible, it's dangerous. If you own a Vivi e-bike from this period, stop riding it immediately. Contact the company for a free replacement battery, but honestly, the damage to their reputation is done. Any brand that puts 24,000 fire hazards on the street has shown you exactly where safety ranks in their priorities. Number 3, worst, Sheer AM001907. Moving up to number 3, we have the Sheer AM001907, a bike so dangerous it makes Vivi look responsible. Sold between January 20th, 16 and June 20th, 2022 for as little as $280, this e-bike seemed like a steal. The problem is, it was literally explosive. In October 2022, the Consumer Product Safety Commission recalled 22,000 units because the lithium-ion batteries can ignite, explode, or spark. Not overheat, explode. Sheer received 6 reports of incidents, including 4 burn injuries. 4 people were physically burned by a product they trusted with their daily commute. The AM001907 is identifiable by its water bottle-shaped cylindrical battery and all-black frame with 26-inch wheels. But here's the terrifying part. The model number isn't even on the bike itself, only on packaging many people throw away. Thousands of riders might not even know they're sitting on a potential bomb. What sets this apart from typical recalls is the severity. Battery fires in e-bikes burn extremely hot and fast, producing toxic gases. Unlike a car where you can pull over, you're straddling the fire source with limited escape options. The fact that Sheer continued selling this model for 6 years, receiving incident reports along the way, shows a complete disregard for rider safety. This isn't just about one bad model, it's about an entire approach to manufacturing where safety is optional. Sheer's response was to offer replacement batteries only after proof of proper disposal, but the trust is broken. When a company sells explosive devices disguised as transportation, no discount is worth the risk. If you're thinking about going ultra-budget on an e-bike, remember those 4 burn victims. Some savings aren't worth it. Number 2 worst, Sondor's Metacycle. At number 2, we have the Sondor's Metacycle, a masterclass in how to destroy customer trust and an entire company in record time. Launched in 2021 with bold promises and sleek marketing, Sondor's managed to go from industry darling to bankruptcy in just 2 years. The Metacycle generated massive buzz with its distinctive open tank design and aggressive pricing. Thousands of customers put money down, expecting to receive their futuristic ride. Instead, they got excuses, delays, and eventually nothing. Here's how bad it got. Hundreds of finished Metacycles sat stranded in a Chinese factory warehouse because Sondors couldn't pay their suppliers. Think about that image. Rows of completed bikes that customers had already paid for, locked away because of financial mismanagement. Meanwhile, those same customers were left wondering if they'd ever see their money or their bike again. The bikes that did get delivered often fell short of promised specifications. Range estimates proved optimistic, build quality was questionable, and that distinctive open tank design, while eye-catching, offered zero practical storage. Riders found themselves needing expensive accessories just to carry basic items. But the real tragedy came in 2023 when Sondors declared bankruptcy. Thousands of paying customers were left with no bike, no refund, and no recourse. The company's attempt to expand into big box stores with traditional e-bikes had squeezed profit margins, and their ambitious motorcycle project became financially unsustainable. Some reports suggest the company is being restructured under new ownership, but existing customers face an uncertain future for parts and support. Even if you manage to get a Metacycle before the collapse, finding replacement components or warranty service is now a gamble. The Sondors story is a cautionary tale about the risks of backing startups with grand visions but questionable execution. When you're dealing with complex vehicles requiring long-term support, betting on unproven companies can leave you stranded in more ways than one. Before we reveal the worst electric motorcycle of all time, let's talk about the solutions. The electric motorcycle industry isn't all disasters and disappointments. There are companies getting it right, building machines that don't just work but excel. If you want to see the future of electric motorcycling done properly, make sure you're subscribed because the 5 best are coming up next. Number 1 worst, Damon Hypersport. Taking the crown as the worst electric motorcycle is the Damon Hypersport, and calling it a motorcycle is generous since it barely exists outside of promotional videos and broken promises. Announced at CES 2020 with claims that seemed impossible, 200 horsepower, 200 miles per hour top speed, 200-mile range, the Hypersport captured imaginations and deposits. But 4 years later, those deposits might as well have been thrown into a black hole. Production has been pushed to 2026, and that's if the company survives that long. Damon has faced a parade of executive departures, including their CTO and former CEO, leaving critical engineering roles unfilled. Their stock price has plummeted 80% since going public, and multiple rounds of unannounced layoffs have gutted their workforce. The manufacturing story gets worse. Their Canadian facility video was mysteriously removed from YouTube, and the facility was later found under new lease to a different company. Production reportedly moved to California due to cost issues and lack of government support. But there's little evidence of actual manufacturing happening anywhere. Former employees describe a hellish working environment and chaotic conditions. When the people building your product are fleeing the company, that's not a manufacturing delay, that's a sinking ship. But here's the most damning evidence. Prototypes written by external parties reportedly lack key promise features like the co-pilot safety system and adaptive ergonomics. If the core technology doesn't work in prototypes after 4 years of development, what are the chances it'll work in production? Damon took money from thousands of reservation holders with promises of revolutionary technology. Instead, they've delivered excuses, delays, and a masterclass in how to destroy investor confidence. The pattern suggests this is less about development challenges and more about fundamental inability to deliver. The Hypersport represents everything wrong with the electric vehicle space: unrealistic promises, poor execution, and disregard for customer trust. Unless there's a massive cash infusion and complete management overhaul, reservation holders should consider their deposits an expensive lesson in vaporware. The 5 best, starting with number 5. Number 5 best, Aventon Adventure 3. Flipping to the positive side, at number 5 we have the Aventon Adventure 3, and it represents something rare in the e-bike world. A product that actually delivers on its promises. The Adventure 3 has become the industry standard for fat tire e-bikes under $2,000, and there's a reason for that. This isn't just marketing hype, it's a machine built for real-world use across trails, beaches, and city streets. Power comes from a 750-watt rear hub motor that peaks at 1,188 watts, delivering 80 Newton meters of torque. That's enough grunt to hit 28 miles per hour on pedal assist or 20 miles per hour on throttle alone. More importantly, it maintains that power up hills where cheaper e-bikes struggle. The 65-mile range isn't theoretical. Riders consistently report achieving close to advertised numbers in real-world conditions. The 400-pound payload capacity means it can handle serious cargo or larger riders without performance penalties. But what sets the Adventure 3 apart is the attention to detail. The redesigned frame improves geometry and ride quality compared to earlier versions. The color LCD display includes Bluetooth connectivity, and here's where it gets interesting. Integrated turn signals for enhanced safety and smart anti-theft features. Through the Aventon app, you get GPS tracking, motion detection alarms, and remote rear-wheel locking. If someone tries to steal your bike, you'll know about it, and they won't get far. This is the kind of integration that shows a company thinking beyond just basic transportation. The torque sensor ensures smooth, responsive pedal assist that feels natural rather than jerky. The Ride Tune feature lets you customize power output and pedal response to match your riding style. It's like having multiple bikes in one package. Consumer reports consistently praise the Adventure 3 for its sturdy build quality and comfortable ride. At 76 to 79 pounds, it's heavy, but the power masks that weight during acceleration and climbing. More importantly, both the bike and battery carry proper UL safety certifications. Aventon has built a reputation on delivering exactly what they promise at competitive prices. The Adventure 3 proves that you can have performance, features, and safety without breaking the bank or compromising reliability. Number 4, Best Lectric XP 4.0 and Expedition 2.0. At number 4, we're featuring not one but two bikes from Lectric, the XP 4.0 and Expedition 2.0, because they represent the evolution of practical electric transportation. The XP 4.0 is America's best-selling e-bike, and that's not by accident. Starting around $999, it delivers features that cost thousands more on other brands. The folding frame makes it practical for apartment living or RV travel, while the 500-watt motor with 750-watt upgrade option provides serious performance. The 2025 model addressed previous concerns with hydraulic disc brakes featuring 180mm rotors, a massive improvement over the mechanical brake issues that plagued earlier versions. The full-color TFT display and redesigned frame show Lectric's commitment to continuous improvement. But the Expedition 2.0 is where things get serious. This cargo e-bike boasts a 450-pound payload capacity, making it genuinely useful for hauling gear, groceries, or even passengers. The 750-watt rear hub motor peaks at 1,310 watts, providing serious torque for heavy loads. The dual battery option delivers up to 35 ampere-hours of capacity with a claimed range of 170 miles. That's getting into light motorcycle territory for range, but with the practicality of a bicycle. The torque sensor provides natural pedal assist, while the 8-speed Shimano shifter gives you precise control over gearing. What really sets Lectric apart is their approach to safety and customer service. Both models carry full UL 2849 and UL 2271 certifications for the complete system and batteries respectively. When earlier XP 3.0 models had brake issues, Lectric issued recalls and provided free repair kits, plus installation reimbursement. That's a sign of a responsible company, acknowledging problems and fixing them at their expense. Customer service reports are consistently positive, with users praising quick response times and helpful support. The value proposition is compelling. You're getting features, performance, and build quality that compete with bikes costing twice as much. Lectric has proven that affordable doesn't have to mean cheap or unsafe. Number 3, Best BMW CE02. Moving into premium territory at number 3, the BMW CE02 represents German engineering applied to urban mobility. This isn't just another electric scooter, it's a reimagining of city transportation. BMW positioned the CE02 as an e-parkour targeting younger urban riders, and the design reflects that mission. The super low seat height and twist-and-go throttle make it accessible even for inexperienced riders, while the minimalist styling screams modern sophistication. The 15-horsepower motor delivers 40.5 pound-feet of torque, which translates to 0 to 30 miles per hour in 3 seconds. That's quick enough to keep pace with city traffic while maintaining the agility to thread through congested streets. The 60-mile-per-hour top speed is perfect for urban environments without venturing into highway territory. At just 290 pounds, the CE02 feels nimble and responsive. The small turning radius makes parking and maneuvering in tight spaces effortless, while the electric reverse gear is a practical touch that shows BMW's attention to real-world usability. Build quality is where the premium price justifies itself. The fit and finish are exemplary, with LED lighting throughout, a 3.5-inch full-color TFT display, and optional heated grips. These aren't just luxury touches. They're functional improvements that enhance the daily riding experience. Charging is remarkably fast. The standard setup reaches 80% capacity in 3 hours using a regular household outlet. Upgrade to the optional 1,200-watt quick charger in the Highline package, and you're looking at 1.5 hours. That's lunch break charging for most urban commutes. The 55 to 59-mile real-world range might seem limited compared to larger machines, but it's perfectly suited to urban use patterns. Most city commutes are under 20 miles round trip, making range anxiety largely irrelevant. What you're buying with the CE02 isn't just transportation. It's BMW's vision of urban mobility. The 3-year, 36,000-mile warranty provides peace of mind, while the dealer network ensures professional service and parts availability. This is premium electric mobility done right, with the engineering excellence and brand reliability that BMW Motorrad is known for. Number 2, best Energica Xperia. At number 2, we have the Energica Xperia, and this machine represents the pinnacle of electric touring technology. Built by the Italian company that supplies motorcycles for FIM Moto E racing, the Xperia brings a decade of electric racing expertise to the street. The headline feature is the massive 22.5 kilowatt-hour battery, the largest capacity available on any production motorcycle. This translates to a claimed city range of 261 miles or 160 miles in combined riding. More importantly, it supports DC fast charging, reaching 80% capacity in just 40 minutes. Think about that capability. You can ride for 2 hours, grab lunch while the bike charges, and continue for another 2 hours. That's legitimate touring capability that matches or exceeds most gas bikes when you factor in fuel stops. The motor is Energica's new permanent, magnet-assisted, synchronous reluctance design, weighing 22 pounds less than the previous generation, while being positioned lower in the chassis for improved handling. Despite the 573-pound total weight, riders consistently praise the easy handling and balanced feel. The sophistication extends to the electronics package. 7 customizable riding profiles, 4 riding modes from eco to sport, 4 regenerative braking modes, 6 levels of traction control, and angle-responsive ABS. This isn't just a fast electric bike. It's a thoroughly modern motorcycle that happens to be electric. The regenerative braking system is so effective that riders report gaining battery percentage on long downhill sections. Combined with the massive battery capacity, this creates a riding experience where range anxiety becomes irrelevant. Build quality reflects Energica's racing heritage. Most components are manufactured in-house or sourced from premium suppliers like Sachs for suspension and Brembo for brakes. The attention to detail and component quality justify the premium pricing. The 3-year or 31,000-mile battery warranty comes with a claim of 100,000-mile lifespan with only 20% capacity degradation. That's exceptional longevity that makes the higher purchase price more palatable when viewed over the ownership lifecycle. The Xperia proves that electric motorcycles can excel at touring without compromising performance or practicality. It's the first electric bike that makes gas-powered touring machines seem obsolete. Number 1 best, Zero SRF. Taking the top spot is the Zero SRF, and this machine represents everything electric motorcycles should be: fast, reliable, and constantly improving. Available from 2020 to 2025, the SRF has become the gold standard for electric naked bikes. The acceleration is brutal, 0 to 60 miles per hour in approximately 3 seconds, backed by 140 to 190 Newton meters of torque. That's the kind of performance that redefines your understanding of electric power. But raw speed is just the beginning. What sets the SRF apart is its approach to ownership. This bike literally gets better with age through over-the-air firmware updates. Zero has continuously improved the LED gauge cluster, boosted charging speeds from 5.8 to 6.6 kilowatts, and even added features like reverse gear to 2020 models. Imagine buying a motorcycle that improves itself while sitting in your garage. That's the SRF experience. Continuous evolution without visiting the dealer. Maintenance is nearly non-existent. No oil changes, no chain lubrication, no coolant replacement. Owners report exceptional reliability, with some accumulating over 22,000 miles with minimal issues. The few problems that do arise are often fixed via software update rather than physical repair. The battery warranty is industry-leading, 5 years with unlimited mileage. One owner reported receiving a warranty replacement after 4 years due to slight range degradation, and Zero upgraded them from the original 14.4 kilowatt-hour pack to a 15.6 kilowatt-hour unit. The bike ended up with more range than when it was new. That's not just good customer service, it's a demonstration of Zero's commitment to long-term ownership satisfaction. They're not just selling you a motorcycle, they're partnering with you for the entire ownership experience. The regenerative braking system is exceptional, extending range while reducing wear on mechanical brakes. Riders learn to use Regan so effectively that traditional braking becomes rare except for emergency stops. What really sets the SRF apart is the ownership community and company support. Zero has built a network of owners who share knowledge, modifications, and experiences. The company actively engages with this community, incorporating feedback into updates and improvements. The SRF represents the maturation of electric motorcycle technology. It's no longer about compromising for environmental benefits. It's about choosing electric because it's simply better than gas in every meaningful way. But maybe two wheels isn't your thing. Electric microcars offer the comfort of a car with motorcycle-like efficiency. Check out my breakdown of the 10 best electric microcars for urban mobility to see the future of city driving.